You're a trained creative professional. You've spent your whole life developing your creative skills. But if you're like me and thousands of other creatives, you're a terrible negotiator. We creatives love doing the work and we know its value, but when it comes to asking for money, we often roll over, give in, or just plain don't ask for what it's worth. So I've created these 10 simple tips to help you ask for and get the compensation you deserve. Remember, you are worth it. Tip 1, plan ahead. Make a plan. The simple act of making a plan will increase your confidence, and with confidence comes control. Negotiation, after all, produces anxiety, and anxiety is caused by unknowns. Planning helps you understand the situation and organize your thoughts prior to the meeting. Start by making a list of what you know and what you don't know. Include knowns like the job description, the company history. The unknown list is typically longer and should include the salary range, your interviewer's background, and so on. The more unknowns you can move to the known side of the ledger, the better you will feel. Tip 2, know the range. Every position has some kind of a predetermined salary range. You need to know what it is before you sit down at the bargaining table. So do a search for starting salaries for designers, writers, developers, whatever your field is. Talent agencies, trade media, and professional associations all produce salary surveys. Tap into your community. Professors, friends in the business, family are all good sources of insights on what people are paid. Find out what the range is. Tip 3, ask for slightly more than the top of the range. Once you know what is considered a reasonable range, you have the opportunity to influence the outcome in your favor by simply requesting an amount that is slightly higher. Research has shown, and I've experienced this, that by starting high, you'll end high. If the range is 20 to 30,000, ask for 32. And then there's your bottom line. Just as important as asking for slightly more is knowing before the meeting what's the least you'd accept and still be happy. Having the below this I walk number in mind will save you from taking a low offer in one of those weak moments that we all have. Tip 4, sleep on it. Here's a phrase to remember. You have all the time in the world. They've made an offer you're happy with. Maybe you're even thrilled with the offer. In fact, you can feel the need to just say, "Thank you so much, I'm in." But you know that taking your time is the smart thing to do. So you say, "I'd like to think about it overnight if that's all right with you." They'll want you to sign on the spot, but we'll agree that sleeping on it is the right thing to do. It's a very bad sign if they don't. Tip 5, respect. Respect is huge, and it goes both ways. They must have respect for you, and you for them, before there's any real discussion. Just prior to an interview, I always make a list of my accomplishments, particularly those that are most relevant to the assignment. This is key because it puts my accomplishments fresh in my mind so I don't forget in an anxious moment, which is always possible. Describing your accomplishments in a confident manner renews their respect for you. It's equally important for you to show respect for them. For example, you might say, "You've built a remarkable organization. I believe the work your company is doing in motion graphics is game-changing. I want to be a part of it, and I believe I can help." Tip 6, study. This is a tricky one because knowing what to look for is key to not doing a bunch of unproductive research. The most important things to study all relate to why they want to fill this position at this time. Look for recent changes in the organization. Is there a new CEO, new products, new services, growth? You want to know what's going on now and why. How will the position you're interviewing for help them achieve their goals? Be informed. Remember, you are interviewing them just as much as they are interviewing you. Tip 7, ask more, talk less. Excessive talking is a sign of nervousness. Be mindful of yourself and your nervous tendencies. I've found that asking questions is the best way to keep those anxious feelings at bay. And yes, it's okay to bring notes. By focusing on my interviewer with a series of prepared questions, I'm in control of my feelings and the interview. Asking indicates your interest and will give them a good feeling about you because of your genuine interest in them. On my site, under the video tab, you'll find a list of classic questions. Check them out. Tip 8, nothing for free. Never give them anything for free. If they ask you to learn a new CAD program, ask them to pay for the training. If they ask you to move to their city, ask them to pay for the move. If they promise to give you future work or valuable exposure in exchange for low or no pay, just say no thank you, but be polite. Thank you for the offer, but as a professional, I've established a policy of never doing free work. Tip 9, never reveal past salaries. When asked, and they will ask, say, my past compensation is a private matter between me and my employers. If you do tell, know that they will use it against you. Here's a story. A client of mine was offered a position at $40,000, and she accepted on the spot. Then they asked her what she'd been paid in her past position, and she said $30,000. They immediately lowered their offer to $35,000. She was shaken to the core. In the end, she did not accept their offer, and she left the interview as quickly as she could. Tip 10, get as much as you can. The only reason to negotiate is to get as much as you can. You won't be able to do your best for them if you don't feel valued. So bargain hard, but with respect for them. They will always remember how you made them feel. Ask for and get what you need to succeed for them and for you. Remember, you are worth it.